Oh my gosh. What a journey to get
That
here
is.
today. Wow.
Hey,
So it kept
Gail.
telling me, hello. It kept telling me my live was deleted. So I'd go make one and then I couldn't find it. And it was just like, and then she sent me the link to my own live. I mean, that's crazy. Now I don't see the people in here. They probably, I show one.
Go. Well, go to the. Yeah, but go to the top. You might be under
Oh,
private comments. So over on the right-hand side, it says private chat comments. Click on
hmm.
comments. You should be able
I
to
see
see everybody
comments.
in there.
I see some comments.
You
Alrighty.
got
So
it?
we're gonna. Hi guys, it's Gail and Tina. We're gonna talk about gardening for just a little bit because we don't have that long. I see Gail. Then I get a black screen. That's weird. I must have thought it didn't start, and then I went back in and
It
oh,
did.
what a mess. Hi
Hey,
Ariel.
Ariel.
Hi
Nice to see you.
Jennifer.
Hey,
Merlin.
Jamie's Country Living.
I won't make a rhyme. Go, Gail. I know. I'm having one of those days apparently. Hi, Jamie.
That's okay. Hey,
I'm
Merlins. How
having
are you?
technical difficulties that I can't seem to I was having trouble with, but we're going to go ahead and move on into what we were going to talk about because, now we only have like 38 minutes. Anyway, okay, I've got my list here.
That's
So
okay. It's better than nothing, right?
I was listening to one of your lives in the kitchen the other day,
Hey, Tamara.
and
Welcome in.
you were talking about your frustrations with gardening. However, I'm not sure if that was from this year or another year because it was just kind of playing like one of your playlists. So anyway, so how did you do in the garden this year, Tina? Did you do
Well,
okay?
no, I am frustrated this year.
Okay, so that was this
No,
year.
it's
I was
not.
pretty
It's
sure
still
it was
trying to
this year.
go. Yeah, it's been a very, very, very slow growing here, and I'm not sure why. So that's
Lack of
okay.
rain.
You know what's done
Maybe?
well? All my medicinal and all my herbs have done really well.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
had earlier in the year, I had the vine borers and squash bugs decimate my squash. However, I did get like, and I know you don't really like squash, but I'm telling the other people, um, I basically got about 12 zucchini before it went down, and I only got like small butternut squash. So, but my tomatoes did well. They seemed to get ripe all at the same time. The plants, those pink brandywine tomatoes, were getting
Oh,
huge,
good.
and but it didn't seem like it was putting out enough tomatoes. There were some, so I went ahead and harvested all of those and started tearing the plant down. I mean, it was just going crazy in my yard. It was taking over the archway space and going. It was just going in. I had no idea those plants were so big. If you want a clean looking garden, pink brandywine tomatoes are not the way to go. Maybe something smaller. But
No,
anyway, the
no,
tomatoes were huge though. They were big. So anyway, I harvested
they
all
are. They're
those,
very big tomatoes.
as many as we could, and then I took just one gallon and I washed them off, poured them out a little bit, and threw them in the freezer to use for something. But I used as many as I could. So I'd say I probably got about two
Good.
gallons of tomatoes out of that. And then
That's good.
uh, my butternut squash never did very good. So I did the thing I said I wasn't going to do, and I actually planted four more just to see if I could get some for, because it's still hot here. There's still a chance I could get some
Right.
before our last, before our first
Yeah.
frost. So
Yeah, because it's only August and it grows pretty fast.
I would say bell
I have
peppers were my best growing thing. What was your best thing this year?
right now, my bell peppers and my medicinal plants are doing really well.
Mhm.
And there's it's like a mini butternut squash that I really like a lot. And
Yeah, I
I
heard you
have,
talking about that on your live.
yeah, I really like it a lot. And so I have
That's
two of
right.
those plants growing right now, and they have, so far that I've counted, probably a total of 10. So I'll take that. My raspberries are really coming in every day. I'm going out and getting some raspberries to eat fresh.
That's
So,
awesome.
and cherry tomatoes are starting, but my tomatoes, like my regular Amish paste tomatoes, first year planting them, not impressed. Rattlesnake beans, not impressed with those. My spring garden did really great. So I've already started fall, a whole bunch of lettuce and greens and stuff like that.
I just did the butternut squash, and I wasn't really planning on doing any fall garden. I'm gonna plant my garlic in the yard because I feel like the garlic helps with those some of those bugs in the yard, especially after you have vine borers. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's a good idea that wherever I had squash planted this year, I'm going to put garlic because I don't have the vine borers every year. It was basically 3 years ago I had them the first
Right.
time, and I managed to work them off for 3 years and got them back. And these were brand new beds. All these beds were brand new beds that
Mm.
poppy
Yeah,
seed.
I'm not. My dahlias are doing well out there. So I wrote. So my recent blog that I wrote was about what do you do when your garden doesn't produce what you thought it would. That was my reason, and I'm so thankful that within a 2.5 hour, 3 hour radius of where I live here in Virginia, that I can go and supplement my stuff if need be. So I
Yeah, I
will
wish
be
I had
doing
a
that, like onions.
farmer's market or an Amish store or anything like that around me, but I
Yeah,
don't. But that's why I determined I
right,
was going to grow more bell peppers this year because I didn't want to have to buy any from the store because bell peppers are actually on that dirty
right.
dozen list, which means they're just covered in pesticides. I do have one really exciting win of something that hasn't ever grown well for me. I have my first two watermelon ever in my life. And they're like,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, they were the Moon and Stars watermelon from
Have you?
Survival Seeds. And this is going to be the last year for Survival Seeds. So, but I have plenty of
Oh,
seeds.
they're not going to do it anymore.
They're not. They announced last time they were live, they announced that this was going to be the last year for them. Probably because their
I'm sure
careers
it's a
are
lot.
taking. I mean, I saw their schedule of events on Facebook, and they have a lot of gigs scheduled. Some are all three of them, and some of them are
Oh,
just
good.
Kayla. So they're moving into that, and then Trey's graduating, and then we'll be going into college, and Kayla's in college.
Right. Things
Yeah,
change.
sorry, I was having trouble with the computer, but I basically have a freezer. Like today, I harvested all. I just took a pan out there. I had something else in it. I was bringing the chickens. I decided to go ahead and use that same pan because it was out there, and I just basically about half filled it with bell peppers, and I sat here just chopping them and putting them in freezer bags in the freezer,
Yeah.
and I even had to start storing some
Yep.
in this freezer out here because I was getting so much. That's a good problem to
Well,
have,
my
right?
bell pepper plants are doing really well. It
Yeah,
is.
some
Hi,
of mine are
Ann Philbeck. How
small.
are you?
Some of mine are
Hi,
small, and
Jan.
it's weird. They're not coming out like normal fat bell peppers. They're coming out long and skinny, like they're Anaheim or poblano or something, but they're still bell pepper. But anyway,
There's a
next
certain
year
kind
I'll try
because
to
mine look like there's some that look like they're a jalapeno,
missing my live
but
stream.
I didn't
I'm
grow
in my
any
live stream.
jalapeno. I don't think I planted any jalapenos this year.
I planted some shishito peppers, and I harvested some of those, and I used some, and I put some in
Nope.
the freezer. I figured I'd put up a few for taco soup, but then I didn't really feel like I needed any more than that, so I just kind of stopped watering it. I've not pulled it out yet, but I stopped watering it and it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
But I have started doing my garden
Yeah.
cleanup.
I was out there. I've been out there the past 2 mornings, just kind of weeding some beds. And when I was weeding one bed, I'm like, what is this? Well, it's a plant. It's a watermelon plant. I forgot I planted.
Yeah,
So
that's
we'll
what
see if I
happened.
can get any watermelons.
My zinnias were starting to die because I have a baby pool where I grow zinnias, and believe it or not, they grow pretty well in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually mend the soil there too for
Yeah.
the zinnias. But so it's got pretty. I was gonna throw the baby pool out. I'm like, oh, whatever. But when I got digging around in there, I was like, this soil is good. This is good soil. So I decided to leave it. Okay, we'll do it another year. So, and then the watermelon
That's
is
awesome.
in
Well,
the.
I did find.
I kind of forgot I even planted it over there, but you could tell it's moon and stars because the leaf has the little spots, and so does the watermelon. So I found the watermelon, and then I got looking in there, and there's another one hidden inside the dead zinnias in that sitting on top of the baby pool. I can't even video it because it's inside there. So they say, I've heard about cantaloupe and watermelon and pumpkin. When the vine starts to die, it's time to pull it. Well, the vine on the watermelon, on both the watermelon, is still green, so I haven't pulled it yet. Have you heard that before, Tina?
Yeah. Never heard that before. I harvest it when I want to eat it. If it looks round and like it's grown enough, then I'm gonna cut it and eat it.
I had technical difficulties that were probably me. Probably not YouTube, probably not StreamYard, probably just me. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what happened. I can't explain it. It's just frustration.
She's here now.
I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just, I was stressed out. Those 17 minutes that you guys were waiting for me, I was stressed out. So I don't even want to talk about that. That didn't even happen. So did you decide this year?
You got here. That's what's important.
I got here, yes. Did you decide on any of the plants you grew this year that you're not going to grow them next year?
Yeah, I'm not going to do rattlesnake beans again. I'm disappointed in them. So rattlesnake beans are a pole bean, and they can be used as like a green bean. They're like a universal bean, right? That you can use them for like pinto beans and stuff like that. So I thought, well, that's cool. So I'm not going to grow those, even though they were fun. They're just not really producing what I thought. Maybe I need to plant more. And quite honestly, as much as I was excited for garden season, my heart's not in it this year. So
yeah, there's a couple of areas of the garden that I didn't actually even plant this year. I did not plant anything in the wild garden.
Yeah.
One of my garden beds that I'd had some problems with the ants in, I didn't actually plant it. And it's one of those metal beds. And I feel like what I'm going to do is just have hubby pull it up, and then I'm just going to restart it. Because I was just like, well, what if I start?
Well, I did that with some of my.
I think I'm just going to pull it up, add layers of cardboard, make sure there's nothing living under there. And matter of fact, I found some ants today by them biting me. I have a couple of bites on my thumb and my inside my hand.
Every time I walk out to my garden, I get bit.
And it stinks.
Yeah, I saw this today. Was it today? Yeah. Was it today? No, it was yesterday. I went out in the morning after I feed the chickens. I went to go water the garden. I didn't water it for like 2 days because they said it was supposed to rain, but that's not the point. So I started watering it, and I'm not kidding you. About a spider about this big came out of the bed that I was loofahs are planting. And I don't know if I got my loofahs in enough time, So I thought I'd try it, and they're growing, and I have
I
some,
heard
but I don't know
people
if it's
do
going to
plant them
be.
later. I did hear that people do plant them later in the year. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I was
Yeah.
planting them too early. At this point, guys, whether I'm live or not, I'm just going to continue with my hour, no matter what happened or what's going on. Or so if I'm live or not live, I'm just going to finish my hour, and then Jan's going to go live, and that'll be the end of it. That's the kind of day I'm having at this point. I'm just going to have a nice conversation with Tina and you guys, and that's it. You don't have to continue to tell me about the problems. It's fine. If I'm live or
We're
not
all
live,
good. We're all
I'm
good.
still just going to talk. I'm still just going to talk.
Yeah. Yeah. We
So
haven't done a live together in a
you
while.
saying, I heard you saying that you put your granulated fertilizer in. You put it in like as you amend your soil, like at the beginning of fall after your season. You put it in then, or do you put it in? You put it in
Correct.
then. Okay. I've heard of some other people doing that too.
I put
So
it, yeah. So when I close my garden down for the winter, I amend my soil just as if I was getting ready to plant. So, because the fertilizer, it's a slow release, right? So it gradually releases the nutrients that the soil needs. And then in spring again, before I plant, I put more fertilizer in it to help it get going again as well. So yeah, I do all of that. This year, what I did not have was my friend's. He makes the fish emulsion, and I didn't get up to PA to get it from him, so I got another one, and I don't know if it works as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So,
I've been
but I
finding
did find 3 sunflowers. I've never been able to grow sunflowers, Gail, and I have 3 of them growing. Sometimes when I just toss seeds, I get a better result of things growing than I do when I plant it and take the time one by one.
I heard you say that
Just
because
toss it out
I
there.
was in the kitchen when your live was going on. So even though I wasn't there, I heard a lot of what you had to say. And it's so weird because I feel like sometimes the stuff that doesn't come up, we're putting it in too far. So I've actually started
Yeah.
researching last year, I think, about surface sowing. So when your seed is super, super tiny, that's when you kind of do the
Right.
surface sowing, where you just kind of wet it
Right.
and you just put it down.
Sprinkle it and just like put some dirt over it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you just kind of
Yeah.
lightly, you make sure it's good and
Yeah.
broke up, and put a little soil on top of it. I've done that surface sowing, and it works.
Exactly.
It does work. That is true.
Absolutely. So like in my garden, I took a whole package of zinnia seeds and just sprinkled them all over, and I can't get over the zinnias, and all the ones in my front planter out here are all volunteers from last year.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get more things that will actually just kind of like come up on their own. So over there where I have the
perennials, more perennials. That's how I know.
I'm hoping that, I'm going to let some stuff seed itself, or kind of let the seed fall and stay there. I'm going to let that happen in a few areas. And that'll actually kind of cut down on some work. But not everything, of course. Not squash and cucumbers and stuff.
So like I have, and maybe somebody can answer this. So I have a ton of radish pods in my one bed, a ton of them. I thought I could harvest those and just dry them out, or is it best to harvest them left on the vine, on the plant, and let them dry out? Like the seeds.
On the seeds?
Radish pods. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to save those seeds for my radishes. Can I harvest those pods now, or should I let them dry out where they're at and then harvest the seeds?
I've always heard to let them dry out where they are. I admit, though, I'm not always really patient with that. When stuff starts to look bad, I just want to pull the seed off and yank it out and go on.
I know.
So it depends on your patience level. If you can be patient enough to let it look ugly and dead for a little while and wait for it, it's supposed to help them mature more. I don't know.
Well,
And they
the
say,
good
like,
news is that
those really
the
big, your biggest, best plant is the best thing to save your seed from.
right. The seeds, well, the radish seeds, they
Yes.
produces flowers. So it does attract the bees because it it has flowers on there. So it's in one side. It's not taking up room anywhere. So yep. So I'm happy that my sunflowers are growing. We'll see what happens with those. Talk about weeds. My front planter, I told my husband I am sick of weeding that planter. Something's got to change out there because I'm not doing that anymore. It is so bad. So bad.
I get frustrated when things start to look weedy and messy and unorganized looking.
Yep.
I get frustrated with that, and I just want to
Yep.
start yanking stuff out. That's kind of my personality, and I'm actually shocked
Right.
that I went out there and planted some more butternut squash. But I
Good.
feel like I got all that I wanted.
Good.
But
That's good.
you know, I'm going to have to be out there in October planting my garlic anyway, and I'm going to have to be watering that. So I figure I'll just.
Well, I was like this year, like my potatoes, I always do well with my potatoes. This year, I think it was because of all the rain. Like I said, my onions, I planted 150 onion starts. I don't have any onions. Something took them all.
I don't have the best luck with onions.
What else was it? My garlic.
Sometimes you can get too much water.
I'm determined to grow them.
I mean, things get rotted underneath.
Well, that's what happened. We got a lot of rain. Yeah, and I think that's what happened is we got too much rain, and so when I'm up in Pennsylvania, I will pick up onions because I can get a box of onions for like $12. So
yeah, that would be nice. I think I would just buy onions.
Yeah.
If I could get them nice and organic, I think I'd just buy them. It's so funny you have
and then I will
sunflowers because they grow like weeds over here. Matter of fact, they grow in places.
Never been able to grow them.
Well, I'm glad you got them. They are.
Well, I'm hoping.
You know what I do?
I remember.
I cut the heads off, and I don't pull out the seed. I just cut the head off, and I just drop it. I drop it right where the sunflowers go because I have two specific areas that are for sunflowers. And basically one section of my sunflowers actually came up on its own last year. I'm determining that last year I didn't drop any seed heads over on the other section. So this year I made sure both sections had sunflower seed heads. I don't pull them out of the head. I just drop the head. And just let them sit there.
Do you let them dry out on the stem before you cut them?
I basically cut it off. Well, yeah. I would say, it's pretty dry.
I mean, it's dead.
It's dead. So it must be kind of dry. I just cut it off, and most of the time, if it's right in the bed, it'll just drop right into the bed. But sometimes it'll be at the side, and I'll have to cut it and then pick it up and throw it in there. But yeah, so both my sunflower beds should come back up next year. I have two spots where I let them grow, and I love them. They're so pretty. But the bugs do love them.
They are so pretty, aren't they?
Which is why I have to keep them a little bit secluded from everything. Because
I've had a lot of bugs. I've had a lot of bugs in my garden this year. We have, and I'm sure other people are dealing with the spotted lanternfly. Have you dealt with that yet?
Not that
anybody
I know
in the chat deal with the spotted lanternfly?
Can you describe it?
It's black and it's black and gray, and it has spots. And then when it opens up its wings, it's red on the inside.
No, not aware of that one yet.
Yeah. I'll show you what it looks like right now. So yeah, the other day when see, Merlin knows it's killing everything. There you go.
Mm, mm.
You see that?
No, I haven't seen that one. I noticed a bug today over on my
Yeah.
vines.
And
It
they,
was
when you try to kill them,
they attack.
yeah, and they jump. So they're a plant hopper. They can destroy crops of food. And they're a plant hopper and they're native to Asia. Just saying.
Of course.
And they are now here in Virginia. I know Pennsylvania had them really bad, but now they're here in Virginia.
Yeah.
So
if I have a moderator,
and
will you
then
guys
I
drop the
think
link for Just Krista? Just Krista, Krista, Just Krista. Sorry.
you're fine.
Well, I'm kind
You're
of at the
fine.
end of the season. Basically, at this point, if I just get my 2 watermelon, I'll be happy. I really don't care about anything else.
Hey, the
I'm
budget
going
preppers.
I'm watering my bell peppers because this watermelon
Hey,
is still.
Robin.
But to be honest with you, as soon as the watermelon is done, I'll probably stop watering everything except for my new squash that I just planted. But I put it right outside the front door.
Yeah.
Hello, the
Yeah.
peppers. How are you? I put it right outside my back door, so it'll be really easy to water it. Hi, Robin. I'm thinking about growing some kale on the front porch. Really cool little method.
Yeah, because kale can last all through winter here, and it comes back. Spinach can too. I don't have those icky insects here in Virginia. I bet they'll make their way down to you, Anne. I can guarantee they'll make a way down to you because
I basically
didn't have them here either, and all of a sudden they appeared last year, and
so I started getting frustrated with the garden because it was burning out, and I just went in and planted a bunch of stuff in hydroponics, and I have 6 micro dwarf tomato plants, probably a little bit too much, and one pretty good head of lettuce. So I've already kind of started. Two of the micro dwarf plants are not feeling very micro dwarfish because they're literally going above the light and getting burnt where they're too close to the light. So I actually considered putting those in some big pots on the front porch and just growing them until the frost hit, because it seems like they're too big, but I haven't fully decided yet. I think it's a little over 12,000. I think it's around 1,280-ish, somewhere in that. Are you asking about just Krista? Yeah, so
I don't know.
Just Krista.
Person?
I came across one of her videos the other day talking about the 8,000 watch hours, and I've been subscribed to her for a while. And
thanks, Merlin's back. Have a good night too.
She was talking about how she's been on YouTube for a while, and she's just been trying to grow naturally. And now she's at the point where she has to get her hours or whatever. And so I just kind of feel this push to try to help
everybody's there.
She's trying to do this things for like, and of course, I have a friend I'm helping right now, which I won't name names, who needs to get monetized. And I will, be putting the time into that. But I also felt like I should maybe help her. So I'm going to try to help her a little bit. So go by and check out Just Krista. And
so let me share my story when you're done about that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys just want to go check out her videos, and she has a video where she's talking about it. If y'all feel like listening to it.
Yeah. So for those of you who are in here, I know that some of you have already helped me out, and I really appreciate that. But if you haven't, I just made a huge master playlist. So let me just get the backtrack. So I was just about monetized, fully monetized to the 4K. And then YouTube started rolling my hours off and I lost a ton of hours. Well, I've got them back and I finally am over the 3K again. But now they put this new rule coming up, and I really am trying to finish it. Otherwise, to be honest with you, I'm not going to do YouTube if I can't get there, because it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not. It's a lot of work to do videos. We all know that.
Well, like Natasha said, it's pennies.
If anybody is willing,
which kind of hurts too. It kind of hurts.
I want to get there because it's,
you know.
Right. And I want to get there because I don't want them to say, no, you can't make it and you have to hit 8K. If anybody, do you have my, if anybody would like to switch playlist, I can share a playlist with you. I have a master playlist that I've shared with some other people.
The only email
just
I
to
have
watch.
for you
I'm really trying to get.
Is the Tina, the one with your name in it. That's the only email I can remember by heart.
I'll put my email down here. So if anybody would be willing to help me out, I'd appreciate it. To run. What did Jennifer say?
Okay, that's the one I have.
Well, they don't, Tamara. That's the one thing. See, because here's what's happened. I don't think they realize the monetization level, like these big channels, and a lot of money that they're being made, right? So they have to make it now harder for people to get monetized because they're probably losing money because they're paying so much money out already. Plus, you have, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of those social media platforms now allow you to get monetized. So, yeah. So, I mean, I think I have a pretty good group.
I just can't deal with that many things. It's too many things. It's too many things for my brain. So I have to stay with one thing, but I do just to stay sane. I have to stay with just YouTube because I just can't, I can't spread myself, which is why I decided not to try to monetize the third channel. And then as soon as I heard about the thing that happened, I went over to my third channel that I decided not to work on anyway. And I went ahead and put my personal name and my personal picture and basically took the content off of there. And that's basically, I have 2 channels. That's the end of it. And that's it. So, but I'll still be making comments from that account, just to help people. But yeah, I'm helping you, Tina.
Yeah, I know they do. I do. Well, it's really funny, Natasha, is that I started a long time ago. I have 2 pages on Facebook that have, 3,000 subscribers, and, it keeps growing because of the content that I post, and I don't post regularly over there. Yeah. It's, sometimes it's more of a, I don't know. I think because I've met so many friends through YouTube, to be honest, is one of the reasons why I'm trying to do it as well. Just to stay put, you know what I mean?
I don't have a TikTok account, and I can't use my Facebook.
No, okay. So let me just make this. So let me make this clear to everybody. I understand about monetization. Okay. I get that completely. It has nothing to do with the money. It has to do with a personal goal that I'm trying to reach. That's all it is. So I totally understand. I have been paid by YouTube already. So, it wasn't a lot, but I've already been paid through the ads. That didn't take too long, and I'm already getting back up there again. So I totally get it. Yeah. So I'm sorry if I asked and it's bothered people. So yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people that give up.
Right.
YouTube pays poverty amounts.
They will, yeah.
The reason that the YouTube The
Dan.
reason that the YouTube is enough for me is that my husband has a really good job and he pays our bills with that and buys groceries and does all the things.
Right. Right.
Basically, my
Right.
YouTube money for this channel is my personal money, not household money. It is basically Gail's money.
Thanks, Jan.
So, and then
Right.
Broken Hearts Ministry is a ministry channel. So all that money goes to the homeless ministry. So,
Right. Exactly.
And I don't want to do it on Facebook because I have friends on there, family on there, people I go to church with. It's not really somewhere I want to be. I want to compartmentalize my life, and I don't want that on Facebook, I guess is what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't want to be doing that.
And that's one of the things, but I can relate to that because I don't need all the people over on this side of the social media, Facebook, Instagram. They don't need to all be here. I can say and do things freely without other people knowing about it, whether you agree with me or not. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This is like my own little life and world over here on YouTube. So
I kind of like got my place and I do my thing and I do things my own way. And, sometimes I try too hard. Sometimes I don't try hard enough. I'm just Gail. All I can be is just Gail. I don't have a TikTok account and I don't I really don't want people I go to church with. I really don't want people I go to church with. I don't want to be trying to post my videos and get them to come to my lives. I really don't want to. I don't want that life, this life together. I want them to be kind of separate.
Right.
I don't know. I'm weird.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is that. I do post people's. I
That's
post my own videos on there occasionally, and I do post my friends' videos on my Facebook occasionally. I'm just saying I don't want to go over there and post my live.
Yeah.
So I just have my own little way.
There was a time where I was streaming. I remember doing lives and I was streaming to like all my social media platforms, and I just decided I don't want to do that anymore. So
not to just focus on one thing. I feel like I'm already strained enough just trying to do 2 channels.
Exactly.
That's enough. And that's why Hubby gives me his devotionals and I post them out months and months ahead of time. So you see them come like every week. Yeah. But really, I schedule them months and months ahead of time to, I do things up and then I just let it be, So I just have my own little weird ways. And that's what I do. Yeah.
So Jamie, I understand that completely. A part-time job and the house and everything to run it takes a lot out of you.
I will do YouTube until I don't do YouTube anymore. And I probably just won't do anything else. I think if I were to ever leave YouTube, I wouldn't fully leave YouTube. I would just maybe just come to lives and see people and
step back.
Yeah, step back. Yeah, I just step back.
Right.
I wouldn't fall. I wouldn't
not feel like you have to make those videos.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It would just be occasionally.
You don't really feel that obligation of making videos.
Yes. It would not be that thing of that. But yeah, for all you guys trying to reach that goal, bond together, get together and try to help each other. Reach out.
If you want to reach it, I am happy to help anybody, honestly.
Yeah, Tina's the one you can reach out to if you're interested in doing that. Definitely. Jan does have a live in basically now. So thank you for coming up with me,
and
Tina.
I have to go finish my baking. I've got to go finish baking, Gail. Oh my God, I'm so tired.
Awesome.
I got to go clean up everything. So I'm just going to make Jan's live on and just listen to it.
I was going to do a video today, but I started feeling a little bit of sinus pressure. Maybe that's why I was having trouble technically with things, is because I have some sinus pressure going on. And maybe that's why I'm having trouble with things. It's kind of harder to think if you got a little bit of congestion going on. So, but yeah, thanks for
Right.
coming up with me and
Well,
talking.
Gail,
And
thanks for having me.
no problem.
We
See you
said it
guys
at the,
later.
we had
See
it at
you.
the same time. Thanks,
Bye,
everybody.
guys.
Bye.